So I'm gonna do a 30-minute, just a short and sweet 30-minute high intensity interval training exercise. I'm gonna get my microphone out of shot. Yeah, so 30-minute high intensity interval training exercise. It'll be super low impact, and feel free to listen to music while you're doing it. It's usually much more fun if you listen to music while you're doing it. Yeah, and I'll keep an eye on the time and everything. You know, like I said, it's interval, so we'll be doing things for 20 or 30 seconds, and then we'll take a break. So you can get started laying on your back. We just do a little bit of stretching to start. So go ahead and lay on your back and put your knees into your chest and make some circles with your thigh bones. Just loosen up your lower back and then change the direction that you're making the circles with. And then pick up your arms and legs and circle your wrists and circle your ankles. Move your fingers around, move your toes around. Move your elbows around, move your knees around. Move your shoulders around, move your hips around, just nice and loose. And then splat like a big starfish. Stretch your hands away from each other, stretch your feet away from each other. Stretch everything away from your center. And then bring your right knee into your chest and cross your right leg over to the left side of the room. You can kind of rock side to side if that feels good, or just let it flop. Take big breaths for sure. Your breath is really helpful with all this stuff. Oxygen is so good for your brain and so good for your muscles, so keep breathing. Bring your knee back into center and switch to the other side. If you ever feel like you're having a hard time, you can always stop and take a break. But your breath is a good barometer of letting you know if you should keep going. So pay attention to your breath during this whole time and really challenge yourself to, you know, just keep moving your breath rhythmically, whatever rhythm suits you. All right, so now rock yourself up and down a couple of times. You can keep it really slow and simple. You can kind of pick up the pace and pick up your butt in both directions if that feels interesting. Just try to move with control. Don't throw your body around, you know, be real nice to your body while you're moving it. Take care of it, strengthen it. Then turn around and do a tabletop, so shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and cat-cow tilt your spine, so forwards and back. And connect the movement with your breath. And you can breathe in either direction that you want. You can inhale when you round and exhale when you arch, or vice versa. And then flip your hands either backwards or sideways and tuck your toes. And now make circles with your head and with your tail. And try to make at least 3 circles in each direction. So clockwise and then counterclockwise. And keep breathing. I hope you're listening to good music. Okay, so now downward facing dog. So it's an upside down V shape. Pedal out your knees, sway your hips. Just still stretch it out and loosen it up. And then come forward into a plank and push back to a dog, and just do that a couple of times back and forth. Now the next time you're in a dog, pick one of your legs up. And as you exhale, bring your knee towards your elbow. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Do that 2 more times. And then back to down dog and switch legs. So lift the leg up. Then the knee, roll the hip open. And then knee to elbow. Forward into a plank. Inhale it up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale up. Exhale in. 2 more. Awesome. Back to a dog. Hold a plank. And we're gonna hold a plank for a whole minute. You can always put your knees down like I just did, but if you put your knees down, just make sure they're back a little bit so it's not just a tabletop, although if you need to just hold a tabletop, that can be a really great place to build strength. So if you can't put your knees back behind you, if you want to try it with your legs up, please feel free. We're almost at the 30 seconds, and when we do get to the 30 seconds, we're just going to do shoulder taps. So all you got to do is widen your feet and take your opposite hand to your opposite shoulder. And you can go ahead and get started with that because we have 30 seconds left. And just try to move as smooth as you can. So don't slam your hand down. Make sure you can breathe. And as you go side to side, try to isolate it so that it's just your arms moving. So you're just going one hand at a time, one arm at a time. You're not like rocking your hips side to side or throwing your body around. You're trying to move with control. Good. So now push back to a child's pose. Hips on the heels, forehead to the floor. Take a couple deep breaths. Maybe rotate your wrist a little bit. And then a forward fold. So lift your butt up, step on your feet, walk your hands back to your feet, drop your head over your legs, hang over your legs. Pedal your knees out a little bit just to shake it out, loosen up your arms, and then slowly roll yourself up. When you do get to the top, make some circles with your shoulders, circles with your elbows, circles with your whole arm. Just make sure it's nice and loose. And then rock yourself side to side a couple of times. So see if you can bend your knees and let that rock start at your feet, pivoting on the ball of your feet and just swinging your arms left to right, just keeping it real loose. So anytime you feel like, the exercise that we're doing is a little bit too challenging, you can always come back here. This is just a nice exercise to get you grounded, connected with your body and with your breath. So feel free to do that anytime. We're going to do some lunges. This will be 30-second intervals, and we're going to do 6 of them. So we're going to start with around the world. You'll stand just right in the middle of your mat or right in the middle of your room, wherever you are. We're going to start with the right leg. So lunge your right leg forward and tap your left knee down, and then come back to center. Squat your right leg out to the side, put your butt down and come back to center. And now put the right leg back behind you, squat it down, and come back to center. So we're staying on the right leg. Go forward and lunge, come back, go out to the side and squat, come back, go towards the back of your mat and lunge, come back to center. So we're almost through our 30 seconds. Make sure as you're lunging, you're being really quiet. You're not slamming your foot down or stomping your knee down. You're moving with a lot of control and a lot of awareness so that you're using your body really efficiently and not like one thing is working so hard. Take a break, shake it out a little bit, we'll go to the other side. So now it's the left leg working. So step your left leg forward and lunge. Step it out to the side and squat. Step it all the way to the back and lunge. Step it back to center. Forward, to the side, to the back, and back to center. So you can always add your own flair to it. Maybe like dance a little bit while you're doing it. Maybe like do a little booty shaking while you're doing it. But really just try to feel your center, where your belly button is, and try to move from there. So when we were on the ground and you got to do that big stretch out, see if this can be just that big stretch out, just as easy. All right, take a break. That's your 30 seconds. So now for this one, we're gonna do a squat. So bring your legs all the way together. We'll do a thunderbolt squat. So as you sit down, put the weight in your heels, sit your butt back. And as you stand up, bring your arms by your sides and lift your heels up. So just back and forth. Squat, weight in the heels, stand all the way up. Squat back, stand up. So again, 30 seconds. And again, try to make your movement go from your center outward. So keeping your belly in, really letting the movement start here and stretching up and away from it as much as you can. Your legs go down away from center, your arms go up and away from center. Your whole body's working together instead of just like my thighs doing all the work, right? Try to stay focused on that. And if you can use your breath and hear your breath, that's gonna help a lot. Okay, take a break, shake it out a little bit. Then we'll do that one more round, and then you're done with the legs. So start on the right leg, lunge forward, nice and quiet. Practice like ninja training. Super quiet, Super mindful as you move, maybe like a samurai as you move, maybe like an animal as you move. Whatever is gonna help you to enjoy yourself more, yeah? All stemming from the center, all with breath. Almost there. All right, that's 30 seconds. Shake out that leg. Now go to the left leg. Here we go, forward, to the side, back, to the front, to the side, to the back, to the front. Whoa. Try to keep it light, keep it simple, keep it easy. You can always take a break, you can always slow down. Okay, that's it, nice, shake it out. And then one more of those thunderbolt squats. The legs together, feet together, weight in the heels as you sit down, weight in the toes as you stand up. Belly in, move from center. Find your pace that works for you. 5 seconds left. All right, shake it out. Nice, so now we're gonna do a round of cardio. This is gonna be only 20-second intervals. We're gonna do 8 rounds of it. So 4 different types of cardio. First one we'll do is mountain climbers. So it's just opposite knee to opposite elbow, and you can just tap the opposite knee to opposite elbow. Just keep your butt low so it's in the same line as your shoulders. And you can always do this from your knees as well. And if you want, you could pulse it. So instead of just one time, you go twice to opposite knee, opposite elbow. Then we're gonna alternate with down dog hops. So you'll lift your butt up, and you can either step side to side. You can hop side to side by kicking one leg up and over. It could be shorter, or it could be higher. You can also bring both your knees and feet together and just hop left to right. Just make sure you're doing it super quiet. Best you can. Good luck. And then we'll do squat thrust after that. So again, from a down dog, you could step forward into a squat. With a flat back, you come up to thrust, and then you step back to a plank. Or you could jump forward into a squat, flat back to thrust it up with your butt low, and then you go back to the plank. So nice and easy, flat back, not nice and easy, but nice and easy with the flat back to come up. So you can always, if you're having a hard time going forward and back, then just go up and down. So just keeping that flat back as you squat, butt stays low, really trying to work the glutes and the thighs. Okay, so then the last one, we'll just stand up and do jumping jacks, which you can just step side to side for your jacks, or if you want to jump, you're welcome to do it. Just try to do it quiet, so you're not like stomping your feet, okay? We'll start down here, mountain climbers, 20-second intervals. Get ready, here we go. So you hear me breathe in. That kind of breath really helps a lot with this kind of exercise. Keeps focused. You keep connecting your hearing to your breathing so you can stay with the exercise. Rest. Nice. Shake out your hands a little bit if they're feeling it. Down dog hops is the next one. Okay, here we go. So butt up high, side to side. You can step or you can jump. There we go, nice and easy, come out of it, shake it out a little bit. Next thing is the squat thrust. So you'll start in that down dog. Remember, you can step forward or you can jump forward. Keep a flat back, 20 seconds. You come in and out of it. Feel free to stay in your squat and just go up and down. Make sure the hinge is starting right at your center. Nice flat back. 5 seconds. And rest. Nice. So the last one is the jumping jacks. Woo! Almost there. Finish your rest. Here we go. Maybe you just dance around instead of doing your jumping jacks. Just as long as you keep it moving for 20 seconds. We got 10 left. Remember, you can always step it out. Just keep breathing and release. Nice. So one more of each of those. When you're done with cardio, we're gonna get back on the floor. All right, mountain climbers, here we go. Keep your belly in, stay buoyant in your elbows. Butt low and same line as the shoulders. Rest. Good. Big breath. Shake it out a little bit. Get ready for down dog hops. Here we go, 20 seconds. Rest. Squat thrust is next, the last one. Get ready. Here we go. 20 seconds. Belly in stays the whole time. Moving from center. Try to move quiet. Be mindful of your body. 5 seconds. Yeah. All right. Last jumping jack. All you got. Stay focused. Stay with your breath. Here we go. Maybe do some cross jacks. Maybe do the running man. Maybe just dance around. Just keep it moving. 5 more seconds. Whoo! You did it. Good job. Okay, on your backs. Oh yeah, grab a sip of water if you want. I'm actually going to do that. Felt good. All right, so on your backs, we're gonna do glute bridges. So arms up by the sides or down by the hips, up and down, feet hips width distance apart. Just one round of this. Try to keep your thighs parallel. Try to keep your feet parallel like the number 11. And exhale as you lift your butt. And it's full range of motion. So all the way up and all the way down, but don't slam your butt down. And don't throw your butt up towards the ceiling. Keep it controlled. Keep the movement really smooth. And remember, it's moving from the center. It's from your belly. Keep your butt up. Now lift and lower your heels, so calf raises. Keep relaxing your face. Try to close your eyes if you can. So the butt stays up high and your heels just go up and down. And again, control your movement. So don't slam your feet down or jam your ankles up. Really smooth up and down. Keep your butt up high, best you can. All right, now keep your heels up. Do little pulses with your hips. Teeny tiny little pulses, trying to get them super high off the ground. Keep thinking knees forward, thighs longer. Really stretch through the waist. Stay with it, 10 seconds. All right, put your butt down, pick up your legs, and shake them out really good. Okay, so we're gonna do a side plank. So you can do a side plank on your elbow and on the outer edge of your left foot. So I'm on my left elbow, outer edge of my left foot. You can stack your feet, or you can put one foot on the floor in front of you. You can also put your knee down and your hand down for a little bit more of a modification. That's how I'll do this one. We're gonna hold this for a whole minute. I've already started the timer. When we get to 30 seconds, we're gonna do a reach through. And so all that is the top arm's gonna come down and under, reach behind you, and then you reach it back up. And just as you're doing this movement, you can go ahead and get started. We're 30 seconds in. As you're doing this movement, keep it controlled. Remember, it's stemming from your center. So from your belly, you pull up and open, down and close. Use your breath. Inhale up, exhale, close. Inhale up, exhale, close. Inhale up, exhale, close. 5 seconds. All right, come back to your back. We're gonna do some ab exercises. We're gonna do 3 different rounds. So we're gonna start with the legs up and down. Bring your hands underneath your butt for some extra support. You can either do one leg at a time or both legs at the same time. Just straight up and straight down, and just try to move with control. So you don't go all the way to the floor and you don't go all the way back toward your face. You just try to move super smooth up towards the ceiling, down towards the floor. To make it a little bit more challenging, just take your hands out from underneath your butt. I hope you started. If you didn't start yet, try to keep going. We got 7 seconds left. Now 5 seconds. Move from your belly. Okay, great, there we go. So keep your legs up if you can. Flaunt your feet like a Barbie doll. So you point through the ankles, but you flex back through the toes, so it's the balls of your feet that are reaching up. Try to lift your shoulders off the floor. If you can't, just keep your head down, no problem. And then we're gonna switch right to left and try to tap the opposite toes. If this feels like too much for you, move in your upper body and keep your upper body down and just pulse your lower body towards the ceiling. Either one, pretty good exercises. So really try your best just to focus on whether or not you can breathe. If you can't breathe, see if you can try the one that's a little bit easier for you so you can. And rest. Put your legs down. Give them a little windshield wiper left to right. The last one that we're gonna do is a clam. So open your knees wide, put the soles of your feet together, hold on to your hands behind your head. As you exhale, close everything in. As you inhale, open everything up. Try to keep your movement really smooth so you're not throwing your body around. If it feels too much to do both the upper body and the lower body together, then you focus just on the legs, keeping your head down, or you keep your legs down and focus just on the upper body. We got 10 seconds left. 5. All right, take a rest, shake it out a little bit. So we're gonna do that 3 more times. We'll start with the legs up and down with the support under your butt or not, one leg at a time or not. Here we go, 30 seconds. Try to close your eyes. Try to relax your face. Do the best you can. We're almost there. And rest. Nice. So the next one is trying to tap opposite hand to opposite foot. If you can't do it all the way up with your legs straight, you could always bend your knees and try to reach across the opposite sides. And remember, you can also keep your upper body down and just pulse the lower body. We got 30 seconds. Pick the one that is challenging, but that's doable. Shh, 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 shh. 5. Shh, 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 shh. All right, legs down. Last one is that clam. And we'll go back to our side plank, just to the other side. Here we go. Open elbows, open knees. Exhale, close, open, close, open. Remember, you can always modify if you need, but try to keep going. This class is almost over. This video is almost over. So do your best to make it all the way through. You're almost done. And then you get to do whatever the hell you want. Keep breathing. And rest. Nice. Shake it out a little bit. Shake your head now. Windshield wiper your legs. Loosen that up. And then we'll do right side plank. So either on your elbow or your hand and knee. Remember, we'll do that reach through. We're going to wait till we get 30 seconds in. So especially side plank is a pretty challenging one. You know, you're holding your whole body. Planks are super challenging exercises. So make sure you're breathing. A lip flutter can help a lot. Sticking your tongue out can help a lot. Start your reach through. Some good music can help a lot because then you can just not even think about it and just be dancing. Stay focused. You got this. 5 seconds. Nice job. All right, so we're gonna do some upper body stuff now. So we'll do push-ups. You could do push-ups with your knees or without. You can also just hold a plank with your legs up or hold a plank with your knees down. We're gonna do push-ups for a whole minute. So feel free to like take a break in this plank if you'd like. You can just go down and up, keeping your elbows in by your ribs, leading with your chest. You can also do a push-up and add an arm raise to it, so you're switching side to side. Really try to keep your focus on your breath. Yeah, keep moving. We're almost to the 30-second mark. Keep your movement smooth. All right, that's 30 seconds. I know, it feels like so intense. Longest minute in the universe. 15 seconds. Keep your neck nice and long. Keep your breath moving. 5 seconds. Come on, you got it. All right, that's it. Good job. Shake it out a little bit. So one more thing. We're just going to go down to our bellies. And down on your belly, bring your hands underneath your forehead. And just lift one leg at a time. So right leg lifts, put it down. Left leg lifts, put it down. And just keep going left to right. And try to keep your legs really strong and really straight. Keep them nice and long. Almost there. Nice. Shake it out a little bit, loosen up your butt. So you could do that exact same thing. If you want to try it, bend your knees, put your heels together, put your arms out like a cactus. As you exhale, lift all the way up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So your movement can be very slight. I just want you to try to feel it in your glutes and your hamstrings and your back. You might not lift that high up and away from the floor, and that's okay. Almost there, 5 seconds. And rest, shake it out. Windshield wiper, side to side with the shins. And then the last one that we're gonna do is just a flutter. So try to lift your arms up, try to lift your legs up, and just up and down. Make your arms as straight as they'll go, make your legs as straight as they'll go. Try to look down so the back of your neck is long. Keep breathing for sure. 15 seconds. Maybe your thighs can get up a little higher. Maybe chest up a little higher. 5 seconds. All you got. And release. Nice job. Wiggle it out a little bit. All right. So just a little bit of cool down stretching. Come up onto your hands and knees, please. Make some circles with your head and some circles with your tail. Make circles in the other direction. And then step one of your feet forward in between your hands, hold onto your front thigh and lift your chest up. So stretching into the back leg, you can tuck the back toes or point them, it's up to you. And then switch to the other side, other leg. Okay, kneeling if you can. If you need to stand up on your knees, that's totally fine. Bend one of your elbows, put your hand on your opposite elbow, and lean up and over to the side. Big breath. And then switch to the other side. Ooh, my armpits. Okay, now rest. I suppose I didn't need to share that. So now, actually, I'd like to end on the belly. You are welcome to end however you like. I'm just gonna do a little inner thigh stretch. So legs out like a one leg out like a cactus, arms out like a cactus, and look to the side. Nice big breaths. Loosen up your hips. Breathe into your belly. And then switch sides. Back. Bring that leg back. Look the other way. Put the other leg out. Arms out. Big breaths. Awesome. And then just bring your hands under your forehead, kind of like we did before, and just let your butt wiggle side to side. Take a couple big belly breaths. Awesome. Use your hands and knees to push yourself up. Thank you so much. I hope you have an awesome day. Let me know if you have any questions or need anything.